He's asking what made you start Rap Lyf Records? Well, opportunities. I mean, it's well, my personal.
Rap Lyf, a label that was once considered an emerging label to watch out for in South Africa. A label whose distinct sound and brand was starting to grow within the hip-hop sphere as well as other genres. This is a label that, at least in the public eye, was owned by diamond-selling artist Kwesta and his associates. But recent reports suggest that Kwesta was never an owner of Rap Lyf, and Rap Lyf went from making over 40 million rands in revenue to being in debt. This is inside the rise and fall of Kwesta's Rap Lyf record label. Well, technically it wasn't his. Some of you guys might know Rap Lyf, some of you guys might not know Rap Lyf. Rap Lyf was a label that consisted of Makwa, TLT, Kwesta, Kid X, and some behind-the-scenes people you guys never knew. And well, for the longest time, a lot of people were thinking that Kwesta was the main owner of Rap Lyf. He did also insinuate it himself initially when he was speaking to Skipani TV, saying that him and Kid X are partners in Rap Lyf.
We're partners in this Rap Lyf thing, but because people think I've been maybe independent a little bit longer and started something and then now merged with X and then called it Rap Lyf, that I signed X. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's just another way for people to kind of mess up a good thing. That's my brother, you know what I mean? That's my brother in music, that's my brother, that's my friend, and we working together on a company, partnering.
After that, he gave a detailed view of all the owners/partners of Rap Lyf during an interview with Slicker.
Maybe you don't. Who owns Rap Lyf?
Well, there's 4 founding members of Rap Lyf that own it. You know, it's myself, it's Kid X, it's a guy called Leroy, and a guy called Nota. So it's 4 divisional. It's headed by 4 people.
But well, it turns out only one person out of all those people was the actual owner of Rap Lyf. Makwa did confirm during his interview with Maraza, but didn't mention who actually owns Rap Lyf.
Ngabhala kuma Cipro business wathi ngasearcha ukuthi iRap Lyf owner ubani. This is me ngizihlalele ngizidakele insamo. Ngabhala mangisearcha oyavele uthi Rap Lyf owner ubani, owner umuntu oyibani. Okay, then why lo munye yena nga-own nalo ngiyena ngisearche the other company of which is entertainment esifikele kuyo before kuba iRap Lyf. Nakhona mangifika ngithi i-owner umuntu oyi-one naye, and the other guy akekho on both of these shandis, of which kusho ukuthi naye bekasayiniwe kule enye ekungasi iRap Lyf.
But Nota just revealed it straight to the point to say that the owner of Rap Lyf in the end was Leroy Khosa.
I was not the owner of the company, you know what I mean? Even though from inside, we were promised, okay, fine, we're gonna split up the equity, you know. X is gonna have this much equity, Senzo's gonna have this much equity, Nota's gonna have this much equity, Leroy's gonna have this much equity. All of the equity was Leroy's, you know. It was his company, you know, he had all the accounts and everything else. All the money was flowing into accounts he controlled.
But well, who's Leroy? We will get to that in the end. Turns out, also regarding the artists, almost all the artists we thought were signed under Rap Lyf were actually not signed under Rap Lyf. Only Makwa was the artist under Rap Lyf.
And enye into, a lot of people ngizobe ngicala ukuzwa ngami le nto manje. I was the only artist signed under Rap Lyf.
That doesn't make sense.
Yes, it doesn't.
Turns out, Kwesta was signed to Entertainment, which is owned by Nota. I did make a video about this, which the link will be available in the description below. As far as Kid X and TLT, I'm not quite sure which label they were signed to, but they were not under Rap Lyf. And so, what actually went wrong with the label? According to what I've been able to gather, there are mainly 2 things that contributed to the fall of the label. One being different opinions on how the label should be run, according to Makwa.
Engibonisa ukuthi reason siphelele la siphelele khona manje ukuthi omunye nomunye bekanamaphupho akhe different lo bekane-idea yakhe ukuthi le moto ngizoyidrayiva kanje nalo wathi hayi mina ngizoyidrayiva kanje le moto le.
And secondly, Nota revealed that the people wanted big salaries and didn't invest back into the label, which led to them being in debt and went from making over 40 million rands in revenue to being in debt and having to get bailed out by Ambitious Entertainment.
We went through the financial records and everything else, and like the whole entire thing is like, damn it, you know, we've made 40 something million rands, but nothing to show for it. We're in 800 and something thousand rands in debt. You know, every salaries are being paid off overdrafts, and now the coronavirus lockdown means that there's the end of gigs and everything else. Like immediately, it wasn't done because guys wanted to earn themselves 200,000 rands a month salaries and all that type of shit. Papa had to leave now from his position, which would have been record executive. So he needed to get for all the salary, all the years he's been working, a severance package. You know what I mean? I called my homie at Ambitious. I said, yo, I don't have this money in my personal kids. I don't have this money. Can you please hook me up? I need to pay my severance.
And well, who is Leroy? The guy who eventually was the owner of Rap Lyf. Not much is known about the dude. All I could find out was the fact that he was a junior brand manager at Toyota, and his brother owns Aurora Black, which is the label that signed MFR Souls. And well, that was it for this episode of Inside. For more episodes, you guys subscribe just so you don't miss out on anything we post.